Have you ever chosen fruit over a late-night snack, thinking you were making the responsible choice for your health, only to find yourself lying awake, restless, or waking up repeatedly through the night? You assumed it was stress or your pillow or just bad luck. But it may have been the fruit itself. For people with insomnia or poor sleep quality, the choice of evening fruit matters far more than most people realize. Today I am going to tell you about 3 fruits that are widely considered healthy, but can actively sabotage your sleep when eaten in the evening. The science behind each one is clear, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to remove from your evening fruit bowl. First, a quick note on why food and sleep are so deeply connected. For your body to fall into deep, restful sleep, 3 conditions need to be met. Your core body temperature needs to drop slightly. Your brain needs adequate melatonin. And your blood sugar needs to remain stable through the night. If blood sugar spikes sharply, and then crashes while you are asleep, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline to bring it back up. Both are stress hormones that activate the brain. Research has found that people who wake up repeatedly between 2 and 4 in the morning often experience nocturnal blood sugar crashes as the underlying trigger. On top of this, certain compounds in specific fruits directly stimulate brain arousal or irritate the digestive system in ways that fragment sleep. Understanding this gives the 3 fruits ahead an entirely different context. The first fruit is watermelon, and this one surprises almost everyone. It seems like the ideal evening snack. Low calorie, mostly water, sweet, and refreshing. The trouble is that watermelon has a glycemic index between 72 and 80, placing it firmly in the high GI category. When you eat watermelon in the evening, its sugars are absorbed rapidly, causing a fast rise in blood sugar. The body responds with a surge of insulin, which then drives blood sugar down quickly. This sharp spike and drop cycle, occurring while you are trying to sleep, triggers the release of cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are meant to wake you up and raise your blood sugar. The result is either difficulty falling asleep, or waking up in the middle of the night, feeling alert and unable to return to sleep. On top of that, watermelon is over 91% water. Eating a large portion in the evening almost guarantees multiple nighttime trips to the bathroom. Frequent nighttime urination, a condition called nocturia, significantly reduces time spent in deep sleep and REM sleep. For older adults who are already prone to lighter sleep, this combination of blood sugar instability and bladder stimulation is particularly disruptive. If you enjoy watermelon, eat it before 5 p.m. and keep portions moderate. The second fruit is grapes. Grapes carry a reputation for being heart-healthy due to their resveratrol content, and many people enjoy them as an evening snack without a second thought. There are 2 problems with grapes and sleep. The first is their sugar content. Popular varieties can contain between 16 and 18 grams of sugar per 100 grams. And because grapes are eaten one at a time, it is easy to consume 40 to 50 grams of sugar before you realize how much you have eaten. This triggers the same blood sugar spike and cortisol rebound pattern described with watermelon. The second and less well-known problem is histamine. Histamine functions as a wake-promoting neurotransmitter in the brain. When histamine levels are elevated, the brain is driven toward wakefulness. When they fall, sleep is induced. Grapes, particularly red grapes and grape juice, contain relatively high levels of histamine compared to other fruits. People with histamine intolerance, meaning those who cannot efficiently break down dietary histamine, are especially vulnerable. The enzyme responsible for breaking down histamine declines with age, making older adults significantly more susceptible. Eating grapes in the evening can push histamine levels high, enough to keep the brain in a state of low-level arousal, making deep sleep difficult to reach. Keep grapes as a morning or early afternoon snack, and avoid them within 4 hours of bedtime. The third fruit will surprise the most people. It is citrus, including oranges, tangerines, lemons, and grapefruit. The image of citrus as a health staple is so strong that most people never consider it a sleep risk. But for anyone with insomnia, and especially for those who experience heartburn or acid reflux, citrus in the evening is one of the most reliable sleep disruptors available in a fruit bowl. Orange juice has a pH around 3.5 and lemon juice sits near 2.0. These are strongly acidic foods. When eaten in the evening, they stimulate additional stomach acid production, on top of whatever the digestive system is already processing from dinner. When you lie down, gravity no longer holds that acid in place. It becomes far easier for stomach acid to travel upward into the esophagus. Research confirms that gastroesophageal reflux disease, known as GERD, is significantly worse at night, and that nighttime reflux events cause brainwave activity to shift from deep sleep toward lighter arousal states, even when the person does not fully wake up. Over a full night, this fragmentation produces the classic insomnia complaint of sleeping for 8 hours and still feeling completely exhausted. In addition, citrus stimulates the release of norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter with arousal effects similar to adrenaline. This chemical push toward wakefulness, combined with the physical discomfort of acid reflux, creates conditions that are genuinely hostile to restful sleep. Avoid citrus fruits for at least 3 hours before bed. If you have chronic acid reflux, skip them entirely after dinner. Now the important question: does this mean no fruit after dinner at all? Not necessarily. Some fruits actively support sleep when eaten at the right time and in the right amount. Kiwi fruit is one of the most well-researched examples. A clinical study in Asia found that adults with sleep difficulties who ate 2 kiwi fruits 1 hour before bedtime every night showed a 35% reduction in time to fall asleep, a 13% increase in total sleep time, and a measurable improvement in sleep efficiency. Kiwi contains compounds that support serotonin and melatonin synthesis, plus antioxidants that appear to reduce sleep-disrupting inflammation. Tart cherries are one of the few foods that naturally contain melatonin directly, and small servings in the evening have shown genuine sleep benefits in multiple studies. Bananas, eaten about 1 to 2 hours before bed, provide magnesium, potassium, and tryptophan, the amino acid precursor to serotonin and melatonin, all of which support muscle relaxation and sleep onset. The principle is simple. It is not fruit itself that is the problem. It is which fruit, how much of it, and when you eat it. For anyone dealing with insomnia, here is the practical summary. After 7 p.m., set aside watermelon, grapes, and citrus fruits. If you want fruit in the evening, choose 1 or 2 kiwis, a small handful of tart cherries, or half a banana, eaten 1 to 2 hours before your intended bedtime. One more thing worth saying: diet adjustments like these are meaningful and genuinely help, but insomnia that has persisted for months is rarely caused by food alone. Sleep environment, screen exposure, stress, sleep schedule, consistency, and underlying medical conditions all play important roles. If your sleep problems are severe or ongoing, please speak with a physician or sleep specialist. Food is a powerful supporting tool, not a replacement for proper care. If this video was useful to you, subscribe and share it with someone who needs a better night's sleep tonight.